Today I'm going to teach you guys how to make this really simple flower that is perfect for any summer project. So just grab any yarn you like, some scissors, an eyeshadow palette, a 5mm hook, and a bobby pin, and a glue gun. And we're going pretty fast, but basically I'm starting with a slip knot and I'm chaining 11. And if this is a little bit too fast for you, there will be a free pattern in the description below. So then you're going to pull on your yarn and insert a single crochet into the second stitch from the hook. And then make sure that you mark it. And then each stitch down this row will be a regular single crochet except for the very last stitch. So instead of placing one single crochet into the last stitch, you'll place 2. And when you get ready to turn your work around, there will be a small little space where you can insert another single crochet, so don't forget about that. So once again, you're going to use your little loopy things that you have to single crochet until you get to the very last one. And just like you did for the first side, you'll be inserting 2 single crochets in the last stitch. So when you reach your mark stitch, you're just going to insert a half double crochet. Take your stitch marker out and mark the new stitch that you just made and insert 2 more half double crochets down the line. And in the next 2 stitches you'll be double crocheting, so that's 1 double crochet in the next stitch and then another double crochet in the other. The next stitch will be a treble crochet, and then you're going to repeat what you've been doing so far but kind of backwards. So next you'll do the 2 double crochets again and then 3 half double crochets. And once you get closer to the top again, you're just starting the pattern over, so you'll do the 3 half double crochets and then 2 double crochets again, 1 treble, then repeat 2 double crochets, 3 half double crochets. And once you reach the end of your petal, your first flower petal, you'll just slip stitch in that last stitch. And then your first petal's done, so you can take your scissors and snip off your yarn. And depending on what you want to do with this project, you can leave a tail or you can cut it a little closer. But I just like to take the stitch marker out so that I can reuse it for the next few petals and set the other petal to the side. So then I started all the way back over my chain of 11, then single crochet down the row, 2 single crochets in the last stitch, single crochet back around, 2 single crochets in the last stitch of that side, and then, you know, the whole thing. So we have 2 more to go after that, and then, you know, you'll have all 5 petals. And once you have all 5, we're ready to start the fun part, which would be putting it all together. So then I've got my eyeshadow brush and glue gun ready because we're about to put everything together. Well, all you have to do is add a little bit of glue to the edge of one of the petals, and then grab the next petal and put it on. And since it's hot glue, I just like press it in a little bit, hold it there for a second, and all of your tails will be in the center of the project, so that this is basically a no-sew flower. So you'll basically continue with that all the way around until you get to the very last petal. I like to place the last petal over instead of under, and if you don't understand what I mean, like kind of something like this. So you can really decide which one you like better. And to hide the messiness in the back, honestly, if you just glue it, you can snip it all off. But I'm saving my tails for later, so I'm just tying a loose knot. And I'm just gonna let them hang off of the piece. And sometimes, like, there is a little bit of a hole in the center, so I just put a little dab of glue on to close it up. And then to clean it up in the back, I just snip the tails that we crocheted in. And depending on what kind of eyeshadow you use to actually color the flower, it could really make it look different. But I just like to start with like a little bit of a base color and kind of build my way up. So I had this like yellowy orange color that I started off with, and honestly, you can leave it here, you don't have to do much more than this, but I like to spread it out a little bit more to make kind of like a circular shape. And then also I just use the brush and like kind of do a little fanning motion as well. But yeah, like I said, it just really starts to pay off when you keep building the color up. So here's what we've got so far. I wasn't exactly sold here, so I just wanted to continue to add more and more color. And then when the brush isn't working for you, you can use your finger. And then I went back in with the other color to just blend out some stuff. Well, I was liking it a little bit more, but like in my mind I saw this looking much darker simply because like I know what I'm using this flower for, and I just wanted it to fit the project's color palette a little bit better. But once you're kind of sold on the color layout, you can dab a little bit of the color out with the baby wipe so that the likeliness of the color transferring isn't really as high. But I did end up going back in with my eyeshadow brush because I just, like I said, I wasn't sold on the color. So I also have this like liquid eyeshadow, and I just put some of this in the middle, and I decided to just spread it out, and this was gonna give me the color that I wanted. But oh my goodness, it was looking a little bit scary. I was like, oh my, did I mess it up? But no, really guys, you just have to wait and see the project that I'm working on, and you will see the vision for sure. So then I made sure to go back in with my baby wipe and dab some of the color out in between, you know, coloring sessions. And then whatever excess color I had on, I just fanned it out a little bit.